We're going to get the latest now on Bill Cosby in court this morning, where he could come face to face with one of his accusers for the first time in years. ABC's Lindsay Davis is outside the courthouse in Philadelphia. Good morning, Lindsay.
Good morning, George. This is a hearing that Bill Cosby's attorneys had hoped to either avoid or delay, but here we are. And now the burden is on the prosecution to establish reasonable cause to believe that a crime was committed. If successful, Bill Cosby will be headed to trial. This morning, Bill Cosby is preparing to go back to court after his Hail Mary attempt to delay was denied by the Pennsylvania Supreme Court. And now, for the first time in years, the embattled comedian may be confronted face-to-face by one of his more than 50 accusers, Andrea Constand. A judge is set to decide if there's enough evidence to put Cosby on trial for sexual assault allegations stemming from a 2004 encounter with the former Temple University employee at his Pennsylvania home. Prosecutors are likely to introduce evidence that they say indicates Cosby gave Constand 3 blue pills and wine, which they say made her unable to consent to sexual contact. Cosby, however, has maintained all along that the encounter was consensual. While Cosby is not expected to testify, Constand could be called to the witness stand. This on the heels of the release of the transcript from a deposition of Cosby's wife, Camille, in February, related to a separate, ongoing civil defamation case against her husband brought by several women accusing him of assaulting them. The document, obtained by ABC News, shows Camille Cosby refused to answer questions she deemed personal and off-limits, saying, quote, "That's communication between my husband and me, and that is it." But attorneys continued pressing her with questions like, can we agree that throughout your marriage that your husband betrayed the sanctity of your marital home? And would you agree that throughout your marriage, Mr. Cosby used his position, power to manipulate young women? Mrs. Cosby was instructed by her lawyer, do not answer. If there is a trial and if Bill Cosby is found guilty, he faces up to 10 years in prison. He has pleaded not guilty, and his legal team has repeatedly denied all the sexual allegations against him. George.
Okay, Lindsay, thanks very much.